Je m'appelle Ross Twiddell from Cultaholic, and welcome to all of these WTF moments from Friday Night SmackDown. And yes, I'm in the office because I can be. But as for last night's SmackDown as a go-home show for one of the big 5 pay-per-views of the year, did it get you more hyped for the Royal Rumble? Did it bollocks, but that didn't mean it wasn't a good show. I thought it was quite good, wasn't it? We had a great opening match. I thought the story told during that thing was tickety-boo, but we had proof that the women's revolution/evolution in WWE is over, because outside the Bayley and Lacey Evans stuff, nothing else matters. It ended quickly in bemusing fashion. We had John Morrison defeating former WWE champion Kofi Kingston, and we had Brother Bray signing a contract with his own blood from his own bloody body. And shame on all of you in Dallas who chanted "You got issues" at my illegitimate long-lost Brother Bray. Basically, have some compassion or he will murder you while you sleep. And on that lovely wholesome note, hit the bloody intro. WTF! Now we're all aware of the wonderful mystery that was the curious case of Sammy Wow Wow. Why did Chad Gable say Sammy Wow Wow way back in day? If you know, haul your answer on a postcard and send it my bastard way. But we have a brand new, freshly baked Sammy name controversy thing in WWE, as that sign there shows that Sam Roberts and his wrestling podcast is called Sammy Braun Muffins. But this Sammy name controversy thing lasted a very short while, because I took myself over to the Google and found out that Pat McAfee was the person to call Sam Roberts Sammy Braun Muffin for criticising Bianca Belair. You remember that, don't you? Now, I had no idea that calling somebody a Braun Muffin was an insult, so I took myself over to Urban Dictionary, because that is where the answers of life are found. And it turns out you call someone a Braun Muffin when you want to call them a bit S-H-I-T, because Braun Muffins, they give you the S-H-I-T-S's. And since that was a really S-H-I-T opinion from Sammy Braun Muffin, I guess it's true, so let's move on with our lives, will you? And now we have a stat, which is a WTF moment in my opinion, because we learned during this week's SmackDown, or I did anyway, that this Sunday, after he spent an hour lying on the ring apron and 20 minutes going, oh, will I get eliminated? No, I won't. Yes, I will. No, I won't. Dolph Ziggler will be tied for the second most Royal Rumble appearances ever. And I don't know what it is, but when Michael Cole said this, I was all like, what? Oh, hell no. Huh? Hold up. Even though it does make sense, because Dolph Ziggler is in his 3rd decade as a WWE superstar, the noughty, the 10s, and now the 20s, which is also a WTF moment in its own right. Still, it's wild, isn't it? One Cultaholic signed in attendance last night, and thank you to Wes Ferguson for spreading the good name of Cultaholic throughout the WWE universe. Next time you go, do it! Mago. And now we have Michael Cole lambasting big baldy bastard Baron Corbin and his 2 little side gimps for being narcissists. And I've just had to cut the camera right there to check my phone, because Vince McMahon himself has just texted me to let me know that Michael Cole has been fired, because you do not besmirch big baldy bastard Baron Corbin, Michael. Because as we all know, in the opinion of Vince McMahon and Vince McMahon alone, big baldy bastard Baron Corbin is so damn hot, and all of the women want to pat his scalp. So next up we have Dolph Ziggler tuning up the old band as he wants to hit a super kick on Roman Reigns, but oh no, the big dog cuts him off with a Superman punch, which caused Michael Cole to get all tingly and sweaty and presumably a little bit aroused. What a lovely mental image. Superman punch! Michael Cole blotted everywhere. Not the Superman kick, but the Superman punch! And I was left asking, what the hell's a Superman kick? And now we have shades of AEW tag team match refereeing as Roman Reigns hit big baldy bastard Baron Corbin with a visual metaphor for their feud, he got a trash can because the feud's hot garbage. And he twatted big baldy bastard Baron Corbin with it while they were in the crowd. The referee saw it happen, but the referee didn't DQ them. Why? Now, during the pitches video for the Royal Rumble, I said CTE LOL as I pitched a really tasteless angle that would see Sheamus kick Shorty G so hard in the head that he would forget he was called Shorty G. He would call himself Chad Gable again and would forget about any of this happening. But when I said CTE LOL without really meaning it, I didn't realise that WWE would then go and actually do it on SmackDown. We see a man get his head thwacked off those £20,000 solid steel steps moments after one of his legs literally fell off. He's carried to the back. His night's over. He's going to hospital. He's putting his feet up. He's going to have some time to rest and recuperate. Oh no, wait, 10 minutes later he's back. It's clear for all to see that Vince McMahon saw this concussed man come backstage and said, "Damn it, I'll kiss it better." Mwah! And that's all that Jimmy Uso needed to be cured. Because that's how concussions work. And I've just realised what I've just said there, because as we all know, in the professional wrestling, Samoans have really hard heads. The Samoans' heads, for some reason, which I don't understand, they are the hardest things in the entire world. And I include JBL's Willie when he's looking at pictures of muscular ladies on the internet. Samoans' heads are harder than his. ED. How the hell can that pleb there call Kane the big red monster? That's like calling Roman Reigns the big cow, or Stone Cold Steve Austin the Texas letterbox. It's Big Red Machine Man, Michael. I'm not having my favourite professional wrestler besmirched by a dickhead like you. Get in the bin, will you? Now, I know this isn't really a WTF moment because, as we all know, Michael Cole is a creep. But when he stood there on the stage on last night's SmackDown and said, "Please welcome the classy, sassy, sexy son of Lacey Evans," I wanted to not only push my fingers into my eyes, but push my fingers into my ears. He shouldn't be saying these things. When that man said the word sexy, several thousand puppies spontaneously combusted. Never say that word in public again, Maggle. But as for that Lacey Evans promo, it was absolutely fantastic. It went to areas that had me believing, as I was sat there watching it, that bloody hell, she is going to win the SmackDown Women's Championship at the Royal Rumble on Sunday against Bayley. Why the hell did I pick Bayley? I've buggered it. But last summer wasn't that long ago, Lacey Evans, so while you were standing there speaking about the bullies and the disrespect shown to the women's division, I was thinking you're a bloody hypocrite, aren't you? And I hope you lose on Sunday. I don't think that really. It was good, wasn't it? Now, when Carmella claimed that she was the odds-on favourite to win the Women's Royal Rumble match on Sunday, I laughed. I laughed so hard that my big belly started shaking like a bowl of jelly. Now, before I say what I'm going to say here, I need to tell you, please do not place bets on professional wrestling. That is really silly. But I had a look at the odds for the Rumble match on Sunday, and it turns out that Carmella is 33-1. She's one of the outsiders, and rightly so. What's she on about then? I thought she was as pure as can be, babyface, not full to the brim of sweat and Healy delusion, just like Colonel McSweaty Balls. I'm terrified he's going to return on Sunday. I'm breaking out into an itch. Christ alive, when Dana Brooke stood there on SmackDown and said, "I know what I'm worth," before the camera almost immediately panned away from her, mid-sentence by the way, to film a brawl that was clearly, in their eyes, more important than she is, I couldn't help but laugh because of irony. I mean, Dana, you might know what you're worth, but it's clear that WWE, they don't. Dun 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 dun. And then the magic for me was ruined because I always thought that during Mandy's entrance, somebody ringside went under Michael Cole's commentary table, got his pot of Vaseline, of course that creep has Vaseline with him, all of the bloody time, wiped it on the camera, that's what they cut to, but it turns out it's just a special effect. That was there, then not there, then there, then not there, then there and not there, during that promo on last night's SmackDown, which had me thinking, Kevin Dunn, get your cock out your hand and do your job. That's a sentence. No, WWE, no, the greatest Royal Rumble is not a proper Royal Rumble. Stop making it count as a proper Royal Rumble because you are ruining all of the stats, and the stats are one of the best things about Royal Rumble season. Stop making Braun Strowman a singing and dancing monkey. I wish 2017 Braun Strowman was still a thing. This guy has got it all. He's got the beef he's got the beef that Vince McMahon's looking for. Yet he's out there almost singing and dancing a few weeks ago. What the hell are they doing with him? Dun 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 dun. Don't you forget about Big Dick Tony Kevin Dunn. Shinsuke Nakamura is also aligned with Cesaro. They're a stable, aren't they? I mean, WWE, of course, over the past few years has treated all men like a set of donkeys who live in stables, so stable. And then we have Michael Cole claiming that Elias lasted over 35 minutes in the greatest Royal Rumble. Now, of course, every single time Michael Cole mentions a stat, he lies. And this is no different, because I went and checked the Wikipedia page, which of course is the best place for any information in the world ever, because anybody can edit it. Elias, in the greatest Royal Rumble, 34 minutes and 5 seconds, 5 eliminations. And I was left thinking for the first time ever really, after hearing every single incorrect stat over the past 23 years from Michael Cole, how can a man have this job without having the ability to read? I was sassily thinking to myself when I saw that the favourite for the men's Royal Rumble match was conveniently the special guest on the first WWE Backstage after the Royal Rumble event takes place. What a coinky-dink, eh? Spoilers, you dicks. Think about it, man. Miz has got a Ted Bundy turtleneck on. Miz is a heel. Or is there a chance that he is a heel pretending to be a nice man while murdering lots and lots of women? Now, of course, I'm not saying that The Miz has murdered and dismembered and buried a lot of women's bodies in a random forest somewhere. I'm just saying that when a man starts dressing like Ted Bundy, he can't be trusted. Choice words for me when I'm wearing this shirt, isn't it, really? And then we have to make it a WTF moment as well. The realization that when The Miz and John Morrison said that they are in the Royal Rumble match, the men's Rumble match, if my maths are correct, has 4 spots left. During that By the Numbers promo package WWE used on this week's SmackDown, right at the end, it says that NXT will be involved. But NXT not getting a level playing field, are they? What the hell's the crack with that? Especially when you think Edge is coming back, isn't he? CM Punk's coming back as well. No, he's not. But Edge might be there, so that takes you down to 3 spots. A starship pain that actually looked like it hurt. Please head for the border, there's no time. I mean, of course, I have the utmost respect for John Morrison because he held the 5-Star Wrestling Championship, the most prestigious title in the history of professional wrestling, for 757 days. But that man hitting a starship pain, it looked like it was a bit meaty, didn't it? That's the biggest WTF moment this decade. So then we have WWE announcing that the strap match they booked is not actually going to be a proper strap match, but in this occasion, WWE, I'm fully on board. Just let Daniel Bryan and The Fiend knock 7 bells out of each other. None of this nonsense where the winner is the first man to touch all 4 corner posts. I'm on board with it. It's what should be done, and they've done it. WTF moment. Hang on a second there. Bray Wyatt can speak ancient Sumerian. I had no idea that was a language. Never mind the fact Bray could speak it. What a talented man. Made a grave mistake, Corey. And we end with a grave mistake when Corey Graves said, when we were looking at that there, the Fiend has signed this contract using his own blood. And I was thinking, how the piss in hell can you tell, Corey? Them bloody red lights and the fact that when human blood, when it leaves the human anatomy, it turns red, doesn't it? You couldn't bloody tell what was paper, what was blood, what was lights, what was anything. It was all red. There's too much red. I mean, when the lights came back on, we clearly saw the blood, yes, was on the pages. But Corey, it's wrong to assume things. I'm sure you tell us professional wrestling fans off for doing the same thing, so don't you do it as well, you hypocrite. And I would like to apologise for the absolute state of this video. I've clearly had one too many coffees this morning, but that is it for all your WTF moments on the Go Home Show for the Royal Rumble? Are we hyped for the Royal Rumble a bit more after this show? No, but it wasn't as bad as the SmackDowns we've seen over the past few weeks. So we've got to take it and run with it. See you on Monday for some shenanigans. What are you looking at? Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You can follow us on Twitter at Cultaholic. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. And if you enjoy what we do here at Cultaholic, you can play us to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Cultaholic. Hit subscribe and join us